Hey, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib Open Mic. The link's on the right-hand side in case you'd like to join the show. We're going to talk about Molten Fury.
Oh, wait.
And let me go ahead and get started, and I'll introduce everybody from left to right. Magic Mike.
Hello.
Watchman.
Hi, everyone.
High Lord.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Dr. Death.
Hello.
Ben.
Hello, everyone.
And this is Hefe. And everybody got him on time, I think, except for Ben. We all got gifts associated with the start of the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Pig. And everybody got some titanium, some uranium, and a siege token. That was pretty unexpected.
That was nice.
Yeah, titanium's useful.
Yeah. I mean, it was unexpected.
It's actually perfect if you want to put
that's
that
the first time
battery
they've
on
done
your
that.
brutal. Put the battery on the brutal. Use that token because you can get the ERAD tokens for the other four, but you can't get one for the brutal. So you have that 1 day token now. You can put that ballistic battery on there.
Actually, you can get brutal tokens now.
Yeah.
Oh, when's that? Like 5 minutes ago?
No, earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got shit to buy.
You can
Yeah,
get
how many
the
is the
Phantom.
total?
You can
Is
get
the
you
total
get
only
those
2?
both.
I don't
I
care.
think it's 2.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
2's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we also had the additional that the regular Eradicator and Shrike, hidden around, you can find 10 of each at 4 million each.
Yeah, I got those.
And then you also have you can get 2 of each of the Phantom Shrike and the Brutal Eradicator.
Nice.
Those are also 4 million each, and for some reason it's the same cost as the to get the bacon chest is also 4 million. But to each their own.
Yeah.
They want to spend it on that.
Well, there's some psychopaths
all good
out there. There's some crazy fuckers. There's a guy with 3.5 billion points right now. That's like bonkers.
I think it's hard enough.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, hey, I want
4.2,
to. I can't do a show without doing a 10 foil hat theory. So I'm gonna give you my 10 foil hat.
4.2
billion is the top at the
moment.
Oh, that was
crazy. A few hours ago.
I think the reason why we all got these gifts today is this is Kickstarter's way of trying to smooth the waters.
I think you're right, but it's all right. It worked for right now, so try not to goof up.
It works. I'm happy with it.
Again. Yeah, it works today, so try not to goof up again. Otherwise, keep that shit coming.
My alt didn't get any.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that they changed the Chinese calendar in order to coincide with this, but yeah. I mean, it could be a way to do that. And hey, welcome, George, a late edition, Father George. How are you doing today?
Could be worse.
Okay. That's always a positive thing. So how is everybody doing with the raid? I know a lot of people like to grind away, and it sounds like some of the people in the pre-show were, they were just grinding away. I just can't really be asked to do that too much. And I was actually really surprised how doable the Shrike target is with the Eradicator. I was scared of it, and I didn't hit it at all until I hit a couple right before the show, and I was surprised that they were 40 to 45 minutes per target.
Can I just say something? We've got one player in our alliance here. He's using a single Brutal Eradicator with a lower cannon mount on, and one single Eradicator behind. Neither of them are fully ranked, and he's taking out the 106s with Eradicators.
Wow.
He's getting about an hour and 9 minutes damage. Yeah, but that's pretty good because the repair is reasonable. I mean, for only having 2 ships.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's he's doing really well with it.
Is he using a grease monkey or what?
No.
Oh, so if he used a greaser, he could drop that down to a minute in the dock.
Yeah, well, he can do. Well, that's it. I mean, he can do the full set for under 2 hours, and with a grease monkey, that'll be 2 coins. For a full set because he's only using 2 ships.
Yeah, that's nice. Good for him.
He's doing really well. Yeah. And they're not even ranked. They're far from fully ranked.
No, I got what you said. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. How are you doing with it, Ben?
I'm just grinding. I do not have a full Eradicator fleet yet. I got behind on it. I'm at like almost 70 mil, I think.
What's your excuse?
Laziness.
Okay, just pushing the because at this point you should have, you should have been able to complete it.
It was actually poor planning on my part.
Okay, alrighty. Dr. Death, how is yours going?
I've gotten all 3 ships and grabbed both weapons, picked up some tokens, and I haven't put much effort into it. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. That was a family event, with the wife. So I didn't really play hardly. I didn't hardly play at all on the game yesterday. And then today
They're all taking turns.
well, whatever. Today I've taken.
It's wouldn't call it a family event, but go ahead.
Today I've taken. Well, no, because we spent time with the kid. We all went out as a family, and then ditched the kid, and me and the wife went out on a date. So, but and then I haven't really done much today either. I don't know. I'm not going to blitz. I'm not going to do that, and I've not been really excited with the way the game's been for a while. So I'll make certain my raid's done. I'll have all the tokens by the end, but I'm going out hitting 3 or 4 sets and then parking it for 3 hours or so to repair. And you know what I mean? Just kind of slow-moing it.
I've got 300 million. That was everything I needed. 3 runs with the Grease Monkey Cruise. I picked up both three holes, the 2 new weapons, a few tokens, and some more of those hyper 30s. And that there was nothing else really that I needed there. You know what I mean? Well, there wasn't much else to take, to be honest with you, because I had most of it.
No, but it's not bad. I mean, there's decent shit. Like, I actually blitzed the fucking 106 set right in the beginning, only because I'm like, I don't want to do it because I could do it for 3 coins, but blitz it's 8. I'm like, fuck it. I want the 10-pack. I need the points. So I did that and bought tokens and then finished my ERADs. I had some batteries. I put 2 free batteries complete for radioactive because of that one blitz set. So I put those on the 2 hydras. And I always get tokens right away. Like, finish what I gotta do. If there's anything, I'll try to add a couple of new things. And then I'll go back and just crush points. And I'm doing the fucking 100 set, 104s, 106s. I'll use a demo crew, and it's like, 1 to 2 coins per one.
Anyway,
and then if I throw a Grease Monkey in the dock, that's down to like 1 coin a target. That's not bad at all. I'm pretty impressed. I'm happy this time.
But saying, was it Dr. Doom? Was it you were saying you hadn't done it all yet? You hadn't got a full fleet. I mean, if you can get a couple of tokens, get a lowered cannon mount on your brutal Eradicator.
Oh, I don't use that. But
say we've got a guy, as I said, he's using it's just 2 ships, and he's capable of doing it, and they're not fully ranked, so it is possible. You don't need a full fleet. You can do the 106s and obviously the 104s with them. So, if you haven't got a full fleet, it's
more ships the better. More ships the better, but yeah, it's not going to hurt.
Okay. Hey, George, I know you've probably been experimenting with autos, and how's that going?
It's going well. I mean, I think I'm with the demo and crap them down to like an hour or something of damage.
Nice.
Some crap like that. It's something stupid.
Yeah.
With the regular crew, I think it was... With Creeping Death, I think it was around 2 hours of damage on auto for both of them. So, not too bad, not great, but, you do the combo.
Still reasonable.
I mean, you do the combo of the demo and the Grease Monkey, like way back from the Hunter days, not those auto days, and it comes out all right. I mean, it's still grindy, given... all the stuff, but I mean, I stacked up a ton of 106s because that's what I was testing against first. So now I just got to catch up on the 104s, which are giving me, I think, like, I don't know, just under 30 minutes of damage with the demo on.
Nice.
Yeah. There's some questions about Watchmen. You've given us the information that guy's able to run it with 2 hulls. How is this equipped? Is this like hyper 30s and lower cannon mount? And how is he able to? How is he accomplishing this?
Yeah, he's got lowered cannon mount on the brutal, so he's using that to tank with, and then he's got a single other one, obviously with hypothermia, but that's sitting behind. It's got slightly longer range, you know, another Eradicator, and that's sitting behind it. You know, I haven't got the full build up at the moment. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's see if I can just go over to our page. I don't know if it's on the main page or it might be on the Intel page. Let's have a look.
Yeah, because I made a change to. I now have that Hyper 30 mixed with the lower cannon mount on my brutal, and then I have 4 behind it, and that's the way I've been running it. It's a little trickier to drive with, you know, one with the shorter range, and I'm able to get the speeds pretty much. They're within 1 combat speed of each other.
Yeah, I think he's getting an hour and 9 minutes with the 2 ships in the 106, and he said he was getting 40 minutes in the 104.
14 minutes?
40. Okay. But I mean that's doing a whole set for under 2 hours repair with only 2 ships, and that's good, because with only 2 ships, you know what I mean, that is good, because not everyone's got everything built, and if you can only get those 2 built, you know that it's possible to do it. It's possible to do like the top set with them.
Is that with blanks running behind it, or?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I think he might have parked them over in the corner, some blanks.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he has 2 completed ships.
Yeah. Right.
I was wondering how that was working, because you're losing a lot of defenses, and that's probably why Philip's asking the question, because he's running 2 ships and he's not getting that because you're missing all those defense buffs associated with having the blanks.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, that's it. If you have got the blanks done, you know, you can park them and then just run those 2 ships, and it's working for him. You know, well, very well from what I can see. You know, and I did watch him do it, and I thought, yeah, that well done, good stuff, mate. You know, because it's say the fleet's not even ranked.
Yeah, so he must be running a macro to run those 2 and then set 3 in the corner.
No, you don't need a macro, do you? You can just do the I forget.
Old school.
The remove
through or hit the
shift
shift.
button.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to mention for people that are going to try and auto the 106, there is a caveat to that. You have to stack off. What I generally do is I stack off to the right, just under that first island, and then stack them a couple times and let them run, and they'll target instead of that island on the left, they'll target that first turret down at the bottom. There's also there's a glitch in there as well. As they go in, when they go into that middle part, there's a turret on if you're looking in the middle section, there's a turret on the left in the middle that it tries to target, and on occasion it will get stuck there because it'll be firing at that turret and it's going to be hitting the mountains instead. So it's not it's not as easy of an autoing as the 102. I'm sorry, the 104. So 104 and 106, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 104.
So the 104. I mean, generally, I've let them just kind of run because I don't give a crap, and it will change the damage amount by a bunch. But that's part of the autoing thing. That's why I stacked up the 106s instead, and then the 104s you can just let go. They just run. Those run really well.
I can give you the build for the Brutal Eradicator. Okay. Okay. Right. He's got the CL4, lower cannon mount, speed system 6. What's the reloader thing? 4.
Autoloader 4. Why 4? Might be 3. Weight?
3 or 4?
Maybe. It might be 3 because 4 because of weight.
He's got
4 doesn't do. Yeah, 4's a mistake.
Everybody thinks 4 is going to be better, but it's actually like a lot less. You gotta, if you want it just for ballistics, you put fucking 3 on.
Right.
And then you R15 that bitch too.
Yeah, the number 3 of the new fiery looking thing. So I'm just looking at a picture on the what he's posted on the page. What's the level 3 of the new? Oh Christ, it's going to my.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hang on. I've just got to go into.
What does it look like? How about describe it?
Yeah. Hang on. If I go into my bloody base, and I can see, because I've got it on my holes.
Get on your holes. You don't know what the fuck it's called? Are you fucking kidding right now? Are you fucking with me?
Siege Battery 4.
A few fleets. Right.
Nuclear Accelerator.
Yep. Okay, so he's got the nuke accelerator 3, and he's got siege battery 4, and that's on the brutal. Plus, he's got 4 folded ferrites on it. Yeah, so that's the full build basically.
Yeah, there's a couple things I'd probably swap on that because that doesn't sound like a.
But it's working with 2 ships.
It's working. He's using that. That's the brutal eradicator, and I'll tell you what. He's only got about 45% rank on it, and he's doing a 106 with that and another single eradicator behind it.
Fully built, and then 3 parked in the corner. 2 or 3 parked in the corner.
Yeah.
Let's fucking complete the actual build. There's actually 4 or 5 ships in that fleet, not just 2.
That's pretty good going, you know what I mean? Considering it can do it, you know what I mean, for a reasonable cost, you know.
It's definitely worth it. I mean, shit, you don't have to have all 4. I mean, you might spend a little bit of coin on repairs, but who gives a fuck? You get like 200 million, you spend like $5 or $10. I'd say that's fucking a deal.
Okay. Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
I'm at about 140 and just doing slow repairs and no coins and 60 sets and 80s when my E-rats are alive, and when they're not, I put them away until they are and do another 80 set. Okay. At the end of the night, I like I said, I tried that 104 and 106 and couldn't do them. And I basically have the same build as you, so I'm not driving right or something.
Yeah.
We're very, very close to the same. Did you say autumn, George?
Yeah.
Just send them in there and let them go. I'll try it tonight.
Watch the video that I put up. I mean, it shows how to do the stacking on the 106 and crap. But the 104, it works beautifully. Just get yourself a demo on there and just run it till
until it's dead. You fucking probably walk out of that shit with like 60 million, 70 million. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 100. You're getting 10 million a set, bro. You're fucking jumping points fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have I missed anybody? I think I covered everybody. So, well, that was quick. So, good night, everybody.
See you Wednesday.
For real? Nah.
No.
Did you cover yours? Did you tell us how you were doing?
What about you?
I was. I'm running 4 ships with. I'm not running the new stuff on the regular Eradicators. So I'm running Cannon System 5, siege targeting, rad resistors, siege battery, the welded whatever. And then I've gone more recently to running a flag with nuke accelerator, speed system 6.
Nice. Now you're talking just like a smart man.
And then a Hyper 30.
Oh yeah.
And lowered cannon mount.
I don't know.
And running that in the front with the increased resistances but shorter range. And
that auto
the speeds line up.
Well, that auto with that messed up range, I was wondering about that.
The range, I think is going to be tricky because sometimes I'll push the S button and they go in 2 different directions.
Yeah, that's
so you need to drive it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, but
well, you know.
But if you're using the brutal eradicator to tank anyway, aren't you? You know, if you're putting the lower cannon mount on it. So
yeah. No, I'm glad you did it. It sounds good. I almost did it, but then I was like, wait a second, I could swap it. But then I like that distance because then you get all the splash on 1. But then you got to drive that shit. I'm like, fuck that. I mean, I drive when I prep,
something right now.
I just started auto, and I'm like, okay, I got this shit set up. It's already been refit a couple times. I used all the tokens from the raid already, and it was almost done before the raid started. So yeah, that shit's like dialed in. I got like almost 300 million myself. I've already prepped out like fucking 150 million.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the way I'm running it. It's I'm getting used to driving it. I didn't have this setup last raid, so now I'm running this setup, and it is trickier to drive. You can't auto it reliably. I haven't just let it go at some point. It might work that way. But the issue is I partially drive it, and then I get in these spots and I push the S button, and because of the range differences, yeah, they might go in one direction versus another. Has anybody really played around with the Shrikes, or is that next raid or never for a lot of people?
What would you like to know about them?
I don't know if anybody's had any experiences. I've seen a lot of people posting that they're getting like 7 to 12 minutes repair using them in the targets.
Reliably in the 106, 8 minutes or less.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy. That's nice, but I mean, damn.
But I mean, it's funny too because we've been talking about it in a couple of different places, and you know, the design that I like is the one that's with the roaring barrel system, which a lot of people don't quite get, but it's because you shockwave quicker.
Yeah.
So we tested it last month. We had 2 builds that we were testing. That was the build that Vengeful One and I had come up with, and it's reliably in the 106, 8 minutes or less. No engine either.
Wow, that's awesome. That's what I said. No engine, because you don't need it. But now with the new fucking engine, it does that other shit. It might be kind of cool to put that on if you have room.
So I'm testing right now just to see what happens if I pull two hulls into the corner on the 106. And with the demo, it pulled 37 minutes of damage.
I haven't even really looked at the Shrike. Do they get fleet aura bonuses as well? Like the ERADs or no? Can you have 2 blanks in the corner? Does that help the fleet or no? I haven't even looked at the stats on the Shrikes. I haven't had time. I just they're one blank, and I was like, that's enough for now. Oh, okay, so that's cool. I mean, it would be a good ship. It's just the fact that you got to build a second fleet. That sucks.
Yeah, I will start building the hulls now because I've picked up these Shrike tokens, obviously, but there's no way they're going to be built for the next raid. So
you probably get the flagship done and like one other maybe.
Hi, Lord. I've been messaging you.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I got you now. Yeah, now I see it. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I got something for us to talk about, people. They've posted Battle Pirates next week.
Damn you, Dr. D. I was just going to bring that up.
Seems like we're going to get 2 new campaigns, and then there's some questionable text in here. Says that the 9.8 update includes support for the February Forsaken missions, the world map transition to skirmish targets, along with the 2 new campaigns and several reruns. What's the world map transition? Which targets are those we're changing?
The uranium targets.
Okay. So they're going to change over completely now just to being the what?
Well, normally they do some sort of
tails,
slow
right?
transition.
Direct Mega Convoy.
It takes place over a month or so.
It's the direct Mega Convoys, right?
Yeah, I think so. So, heads up,
and if
everybody.
they don't change the SSRBs, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where I get my uranium from.
Yeah, if you got bat rays, most people should have them by now. You just hit the SSRBs now.
I mean, I'll hit the new targets just to see what they look like. You know what I mean? But
I would assume they look like the last skirmish cycle targets.
Yeah, but I want to see if they've tweaked them or if the damage has been dialed down or, anything like that. See if there's anything that looks like it might be fun.
Yeah.
Or if they drop anything else unusual. They do that occasionally for the high level targets. Katie shards. So, as they dropped with the titanium. So, I don't know. I think I dropped gross collar shards. I don't know if that's useful for anybody at this point in time. But Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's sitting there trying to load for like the last since you mentioned it. I can't pull it up. It's just winding out. Sorry about that.
Well, we got. It says in the battle parts next week. The last part is VXP weekend begins. Now includes visual improvements to its setup, including an activity modal, pill, and targets in the locator. Yeah, I don't fully understand that either. What the pill bit means. Or...
On the left-hand side, they just want you to. They want to organize it more like the raids and bounty and whatnot, as opposed to having to get everything communicated through the little stuff at the top of the screen or a briefing that people sometimes don't seem to understand. So I think that's the direction they're going with and trying to organize it better.
Yeah,
and then on Wednesday, Wrong Thinker is going to return for an update on what design is focused on.
money.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, just sit there, just show a big wad of cash.
Well, yeah. Well, the last update he talked about the sort of post-battle. I forget what they called it now. Post-battle briefing or whatever, what gives the damage that was basically avoided, deflected / resistance, or damage that you taken for each damage type. And then he's talking about changes to splash, and then changes overall to the resistance part of the game. So maybe we're going to get some update on that, because that's supposed to come out with the 9.8. And where are we right now? We're at
9.8.
9.8's the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, 9.8.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next one. Yeah.
Wow, it's coming so soon. But yeah, the overall changes to damage, they were a little bit tentative about when the last time he brought this up. So maybe we'll see if that part got delayed. But the battle log, or I called it the PvE battle log. I forget what they called it. But I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be able to come out. Because I think that's, should be a useful part of the game, interesting part of the game for players to see where their damage came from, and so guiding you on how to build in the future, or understand what's going on inside of your base, or other things like that. So I like that.
Yeah. BPNW's up already. Chris must be going on vacation.
What's happening?
Chris must be going on vacation.
No, but what was the first part that made you say that?
The Battle Pirates next week is up.
No. This is when it's supposed to come out. Yeah, it comes out on Fridays.
Yeah, but normally it's like late at night.
Well, maybe he's, decided to release it before happy hour. Normally, I think they release stuff after happy hour, but they've been much better about releasing stuff sooner rather than later. As you notice, like the raid briefing came out on Monday, as opposed to, they've been better about that as opposed to like before we were getting stuff the day, the night before the event. So nobody had a chance to talk about it or think about it, but now they're giving us a little bit more information further ahead of time, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So, okay. Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to discuss? I know the raid's not that.
I want my pink skin, damn it! Ah.
Okay.
I won't get that shit. I won't get that.
Okay. Yeah, only the top 10 are getting that skin.
I know, and it's out of control. 4 billion or some crazy number.
Mm-hmm.
What's like the max stuff you could buy? Maybe like 500 million.
I just wanted to ask: are people, any of you guys still using the Hydras? Because I know they did say they changed it. I mean, I've not been.
Yeah,
using
I
them.
refit mine already during the raid, but I switched over to CIC for extra range. I should have left it alone. I don't like them now. But I added like the new engines and all that goofy shit. But it didn't. Then you're doing 80s. I'm like doing like 106s. I mean 100 sets like on the auto. I'm like fuck that. I mean I'll do it if I have to prep for somebody in my alliance. But I just refit them just to mess with them. I mean they're good. They do a lot. You can do 80 sets easy.
Okay.
Okay, because I thought they'd tuned it so that it's going to be harder to do the 80 sets now.
Nah,
Apparently,
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
But that's the thing I've noticed in the 80 set. I did hit I think 380 sets, and those towers take forever to kill. I'm assuming that was put in place to limit the ability of the Hydras, but I have a hard time getting to frenzy with my Eradicators when I hit those targets because I pretty much kill in the 100 targets. In one salvo, I pretty much 90% kill the turret. In the 80s, I have to hit it like 4 or 5 times before it dies. I mean, the resistances are way higher in those targets.
Yeah, that's because of the knockdown and everything, probably.
The knockdown?
Well, like the since you're using Eradicators in the 90s, I mean in the 80s instead of the target they're made for, you're getting there's probably like a hidden code bonus shit for that target. Like it's the Eradicators are going to do as well as the Hydras.
No, the 80s you're supposed to hit with Eradicators.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the 60s. Yeah. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you can use Hydras. But 80s work. I mean, ERADs work as well. Of course.
Yeah.
Anyone tried Bones? Anyone tried Buccaneers?
I haven't messed with my Bucks lately. I got the tokens. I might later, but right now I don't really care.
Okay. Yeah, Richard just joined. He was asking in chat, how do you unlock the Medusa missile, which is in that's in.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Cool. I don't have the game open. Does anybody? And everything was unlocked in the top.
I think
two
the
tiers
missile
for
was
me.
unlocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So
remember.
my guess is
No, the Medusa's locked.
Oh, then just go buy some uranium for like 1.5 million, and it'll unlock that level.
Yeah, my wife had to unlock virtually everything. I mean, she got to like 420 million, and she couldn't get anything. She had to go down the lower tiers to start unlocking stuff to move up. Do you know what I mean? To then start claiming the
you just
top
have to
prizes.
do the one in that level to unlock that level. But yeah, you can unlock all of it. I mean, the messed up part is tier 8. They need to put something. I don't know if they did today, but I haven't looked. But they need to have an item in the store for like 5 to 10 million, maybe 20 tops. 15 would be 5 would be better. Just to unlock that level, because like I got a couple people in my alliance. They either have to get either the 60 million ops gun or the 45 flight Shrike, and just to unlock the store. And that's kind of messed up, man.
So you have to go to each tier, like tier 6, unlock it, tier 7, unlock it. Then
no, you can go right to 8. Just go to 8 and buy something at 8 to unlock 8 store. Depends on which one you want to unlock.
To unlock the missile and the mortar,
you don't have to go in order.
Buy something from the tier 7
or in tier 6.
No, just tier 7. Go buy uranium for like 1.5 million. It'll unlock the store, and then go buy your missile.
If you want a prize that's in a locked tier, you just got to buy something from that tier.
The tiers are all.
You don't.
The only thing I don't have unlocked is the Dark Cloud mortar and the Medusa missile.
So you need to buy something from tier 7, and then it'll unlock the tier 7 store.
Okay. I was wondering because my wife was telling me, she goes, I can't unlock it, but she has most of everything unlocked except for the tier 7.
Yeah, go buy uranium for 1.5 million. It'll unlock the store. You find the cheapest thing. It's junk. It's just a lock on the store. For that tier, you got to go unlock that tier store. So find the cheapest thing in that tier, buy that, and then the store unlocks, and you'll get whatever you needed.
Oh, okay. I tell her, you have to unlock like tier 7 and one of these.
It's nice to help the youngins.
Something like the one day build token. something for 2,000.
Two million.
This
There's
is-
nothing for 2,000.
This is interesting. In the 106, if you cut down how many ships are going in, you don't have a stacking issue.
Huh?
So in the 106, if you go that little glitch that I said that was in the middle of the target,
Yep.
if you have less than 5 hulls going in, I tried it with 3. I'm gonna try it with 4 in a minute. But
It'll work fine.
it doesn't hang up in the middle there,
Wow, interesting.
and I think it's only like about 5 minutes damage difference
That's not bad.
because
If everyone
37.
gives
It was
George shit. Sorry, George. If everyone gives George shit, he's doing this shit on his own time and dime. So just remember that. All right, George. Sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna try 4 and see what happens. But with the 3, that's been 2 times. It's been 36 and 37 minutes.
That's not bad at all, man.
Not for the 106. I mean, I'm running a demo for that one, but
Well, yeah, you
still,
always
I mean,
run a demo.
It's that's interesting.
I mean, even if you don't have
I wonder
demos,
if the
you
tipping
steal
point
heads.
is the. I wonder if the tipping point is the 5, or if I can pull it off with 4. I gotta go in and coin this crap fixed. Slow going. I ain't gonna do 3 coins on an hour and 6 minutes of damage. I'm trying to stack up my 104s
Yeah,
too.
you use it too, but then you're like, I'll wait 5 minutes to a minute.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I do too. Unless I'm on the map and I'm doing other things for a reason, then I'll be like, I'll try to get it to the hour or the half-hour mark, and then I'm like, all right, I'll coin it then.
I don't even do that. I ain't got the patience for that shit. That's not even I got the patience. I'm just too damn cheap for that shit.
I hear you. I don't coin like everything, but I do coin smartly.
Yeah. I got 3 minutes to wait before I go run it again. Anyway, that's that's interesting. So anybody that's autoing, that's one of those things. And Mike, is Mike still on? Yeah, he is. Did you catch what I said in the chat there? If you're not running the lowered cannon mount,
Yeah.
you can do the 106s and lower the repair, but what you do is you want to split the fleet and have one of your hulls go up first, so it'll take all the radioactive turret crap, while the other 4 are next to it a little bit further away.
Kind of like Inferno business.
I don't know. I auto those too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like almost like when I was driving the Greta flag with the monoliths in there. You just want to keep them separate so they don't take the splash damage. But then you'll limit the damage to just that one hull, and it's a lot less damage than if you're trying to stack them and go, because you don't want to auto without the lowered cannon mount. I mean, that thing just seems to have been made for this option.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's what I was asking Hefe before. But has anybody tried it with a lower cannon mount? Is that what you tried, George? Does the Greta have the lower mount and you're autoing, so the ranges are different, or you have to make them different?
And wait, what now? On the Greta?
Lower mount yourself.
On the Gretas, yeah. I mean, but I have all mine built the same. I mean, I still a lot of times I still usually just run it with just 2.
Yeah, it's all equal ranges.
Yeah, I'll run that 121 with just two hulls still. But yeah, Mike, if you're doing,
I meant on your ERADs.
Yeah, on the ERADs, everything's built. Yeah, everything's with the lower cannon mount. Mike, if you're doing like the 81s and stuff, I mean, what I might try and do is, because I think, I mean, I have to see a build to see what you'd have to take off, because on mine I took off siege targeting.
Yeah, all I was going to say was I tried autoing the 81 rather than driving it. It was only a couple minutes damage difference than driving the darn thing. So
yeah, so you just auto the thing.
Yeah, so I'm just going to auto. I'm going to try an 83 in a minute and see if that does the same thing. And then at the end of the night, I'll try the 106.
I mean, I would see how much time it would take to refit them, and because we got tokens finally in this raid. So,
I gotta go. I just figured it out what we had to do with that prizes.
Cool beans.
Yeah, You have to go and pick what you guys said was the cheapest stuff, then they'll unlock the missiles.
Yep. Yep.
Like,
Each
wow.
tier works like that way. So
Yeah, and it almost feels like that they've released these tokens. That if you want to get the Shrike done, it feels like you need to get these because they're part of the equation. So, if you want to get your Shrike done, I would recommend that you go out and get these tokens if you can, if you plan on using them. Because that's sort of the way it's, George mentioned the fact that it's been a while since we've seen the tokens, and they've been keeping our shipyards extremely busy, overly busy on getting these fleets out for PvE. So I would highly recommend that you, if you don't have your Shrikes done, that you spend the 40 million and get these tokens if you plan to use Shrikes eventually.
yeah, if you get the points, I would get I'd get them all, because with all the escalation that we've had, unprecedented amount of escalation crap for these hulls.
And we still got probably something else coming this FM.
Dude, I literally refit all of mine to the new special. That's why I was doing the 106s for both the testing of the damn thing, and I was trying to get the shards to be able to refit my Eradicators to keep going. And I hope there's not another one, because that's a whole lot of. There's so many changes I've done to this thing. It's I just finished it just before the raid, and then I had to refit again during the raid, which I'm getting real tired of refitting during a fucking raid. And then I'm gonna have to try and get this other fleet out before the last raid, which really is frustrating. Because it's the last raid. I don't get to have fun with this hull at all, because it's just one raid out of the set instead.
Okay, guys, I'll see you all later. I gotta get going. She wants to play her Battle Pirates.
Okay.
Night.
Bye, mate.
All right. Thanks.
See you guys later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this whole 2-hull thing, the 3-month series. If you're going to be spending the first 2 months, continually refitting to escalation stuff, because
Well, they're just dumping escalation on us right now. That's why I'm saying I expect there's going to be escalation. This new prizes this FM. There's going to be escalation again.
Yeah, I'm not going to have Shrikes built for the last raid. I picked up the tokens for the Shrikes, so I can get some blanks put out there. But there's no chance in actually having them built for the last raid.
Yeah, I just, this is the first time, I think I've said this a couple of shows now, this is the first time ever since they started with the 2 fleet thing that I'm not going to have the second fleet at least on the water before the second raid. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, same here. I've had to do so many refits with my Eradicators,
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
So I'm going to mention a couple of things I thought were good as far as the PvE raid part of this, and maybe we can, after this, and if anybody wants to add on additional things, maybe we could transition and start talking about the Basilisk call and what it is and what it isn't. I think George brought some good stuff as far as the Shrike build. You appear to be concentrating, from what I heard, multi-shot and shockwave multipliers.
Yep.
And sacrificing an engine on the build that you were discussing.
Yes.
Are you using the original? It sounds like you would be using the original launcher, not the Escalation launcher.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Because I can't. I'd have to have how many of those launchers to put them on, because it's yeah.
And so the other part of that is you don't want to put on any of the new launchers. You want to go all old launchers because they don't stack together to create a shockwave.
Correct.
So that's.
And I've asked about that multiple times, because the first time I asked, they were like, "Oh no, they should be concurrent stacks," and they're concurrent but separate stacks rather than compounding the stacks, which is what they thought it was. I guess that was the intent or something. I don't know. It's not how it was. What's happening is not what was described initially for the stacking of those.
Do it. They have 2 different.
That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
That's why I had a question of it before we even built out the fleet to try it, to test it.
Yeah.
There's an easy solution. Just change the color of the shockwave, make it like a blue or a green on the new one, and then you can see the different ones stacking when they're hitting. You know what I mean? Right now, it's just they look the same.
I can tell the difference. I mean, that's how I figured it out on the first day that we had it out.
Oh, maybe because I have a mix of guns. I also have like one old S7 117 on there on a couple of them. So maybe it's just the colors are just all intertwining. But it would be nice if it was a different color. Then you could tell the new one's a different stack. You know what I mean?
They used
Well,
to have a bar underneath.
hmm
I don't know why that went away, but yeah, there used to be a bar underneath that showed you the stack. So
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
I think the other thing that we learned, if you can, if you've been hitting the 104 successfully, at least try the 106. Personally, I was scared of it. The other thing is the new tokens that have been added are probably must-haves if you can afford them. Um, and uh, Watchman's friend or ally mate has been doing good with some sort of quasi build with just sticking a couple of ships in the corner to get the I don't know if you call them aura boost, but they're the stacking boost associated with them. Is there anything else that we thought are good takeaways as far as
well,
the raid and PVE stuff?
right now for the 106, I'm testing not letting all 5 go.
Mm-hmm.
And so far it's been testing really well. Actually, I got 4 of them going right now, and not a single problem in that middle section. I'm gonna see what the damage is right now, and about, I don't know, another 45 seconds, I think.
And if you were like a crazy, 12-year-old driver that's got everything going everywhere, it almost feels like you could, unless you're dealing with the throwers, you could potentially swap out ships or take ships to take out certain
Yes,
turrets.
if you yeah, and that's what I was explaining to Mike. You could do that with the longer range version
Mm-hmm.
of the build, rather than, if you're not having the lowered cannon mount, and 35 minutes of damage with just using 4. That's really interesting. That's on par with the full fleet. I think that's the way I'm going to go from now on. Hot damn. Anyway, sorry. So that actually might fix it. I mean, you still have to stack off at the beginning.
So you just park one in the corner?
I just parked one in the in the top middle because of where I stack off first.
Gotcha.
But that's with the lower cannon mount. But like what I was, I'm sorry, Hefe. What I was saying to Mike earlier was that without the lowered cannon mount, a really good way to drive both of the targets is to have it split. So you have the one ship going a little bit offset enough where you're not getting the splash from the throwers. Have that ahead of everything. Once that gets to the target, you have the other ones come up, and you usually can get rid of the turrets fast enough to not get the thrower hit again. I've seen some people do that really well with the driving, and they get some really good damage amounts. So that is a good option for people that don't have the lower cannon mount build, or even with the lower cannon mount build, it still works. I mean, if you can drive like that and not want to pull what's left of your hair out, then you're going to come up with some really good results for damage. My lazy ass can't. I'm just gonna keep on doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Hefe, since George does the auto and you tend to drive, is that similar to the Inferno Dragon driving on the in the 120s and the 121s where you tank?
Yeah,
is that what he's talking about?
A little closer. I think it's closer to the mana cores with
yeah, but the same
better,
with the scatter
concept, right?
Yeah, same concept, but you're, at least the way I drive the Inferno Dragons, they're further apart.
Yeah,
because of the larger splash fields and whatnot associated with the FM targets. So a little bit closer to the ships, more like the scattergun mana core driving.
Yeah, because you got to stay in range. But I get it. But it's that concept. You just got to make sure you're still in range. With the Infernos, you want to stay way back out of that splash from the mortars and stuff. So
yeah, okay. Mike. Yeah, but the idea is to reduce the splash to the rest of the fleet. So just think that. That's all you're after.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else related to PvE or the raid?
I have one question.
Sure.
Um, what would be your recommended build for the ice ironclades, or the other one that could attack like 43s and 41s?
Oh, the Cannoneers.
Yeah.
I have a build somewhere. I put on like all C1 CR armors. It was like one Arbalist and maybe two Millenniums or something. Then the rest were just like a real light, slow weapon ballistic gun with like a +5 to speed, just for the speed, just to fill up the spaces. And then, just all your normal specials. Speed 6, high velocity round, siege targeting 4, nuke accelerator 1, and CLR4 or whatever, CL. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or even 3. And you could do that with that campaign. Those tokens, man, you could build like 6 ships like instant.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, because right now I didn't have nothing to attack anything with the raid. And I have a striker, but I don't even have it built yet because I didn't have the tokens to build it or anything.
Yeah, but just go, if you're gonna go that route, you just do that campaign with your ices and or dragons, and just crush that thing. Get all those tokens. You could probably build about like 8 of those ships. I wish I had the build, but right now it's just I don't. It's too far away, and I gotta like look for it. But it's not bad. Like that combo baby charged armor, the C1 CR. Put that in all 4 slots. That goes instantly all 4 slots, and then you put on like your best cannon, like an ARB-1, or like a Millennium gun, or even a pack, like a peak accelerator or a pack. Just one of those, and then put like some lower crap just to fill in the spots for like speed, and try to fit on like maybe 2 guns if you can, and then the rest is just normal specials. And it's probably gonna be. You can maybe do an expert build.
Going all the way to the other side of the internet and finding that, and we'll get back to that. So,
you really want me to go look for it? I'll go find it. You really want me to get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll turn my mic off.
Don't have.
Yeah, I'll go get it for you, bud. Yep.
Okay.
All right, give me like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna turn my mic off. I'll go look for it though.
Okay.
Sounds good. We'll get back to that, but right now, what is everybody's thoughts and experiences with the new Basilisk hull with the increased range? It's a little bit of a glass cannon, meaning that it does a lot of, it's an offensive weapon that doesn't have a lot of defenses. I've seen some complaints back and forth as far as it being erratic, as far as showing properly the range of the built-in mortar. That some people are seeing it and some people aren't, and unless they're just trolling people, I have no idea anymore. But does anybody have any thoughts or experience associated with it?
I tried mine. It's basically a shell with 1 mortar on it plus the built-in one, and it would not fire until I killed the gates on the base.
Can you explain that again?
Really?
Yeah, I had it set where the outpost was in range, and it would not fire once I killed the gates. It started firing.
Okay, so you were trying to snipe somebody.
Yeah.
And they had portals that were set up with gates on them.
Yeah.
And you were trying to snipe them, and you got within what you thought was in range. And it wouldn't fire until somehow else you killed the portals. Killed the gates and the portals. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, neither have I. And I did go out sniping OPs. Just.
Yeah. I mean, I parked it where it was in range of the OP, the ring, everything. I did not move it at all after that. And it would not fire. I killed the portals, and boom, it killed the outpost.
That's strange.
Yeah, that is odd.
Someone's fire alarm keeps on beeping. It's pissing me off.
I don't know. Not mine. I don't believe in fire alarms.
Yeah, mine's not even doing anything over here.
Okay. Okay, that is an interesting take on what's going on with it. I've not heard that. And was it just one base that you saw this in, Ben, or was this in?
Yeah, yeah, it
Okay.
was one base.
Okay.
And another thing, with hardware acceleration on,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't control nothing. I got my fleet stopped.
Yeah.
But the lag, I turned the hardware acceleration off,
Mm-hmm.
and I was fine.
Well, they said that there was some sort of issue at the beginning of raid with the hardware acceleration, didn't they?
Yeah,
Well,
they
I've seen
glitched
people
out.
complaining
like everything.
specifically about this hull, though. Like this
Yeah,
hull
it
is
was only time I
causing
had
lag.
lag was when I used that hull with it on. But like I said, I turned it off and I was fine.
Okay. Well, that's another tip. George, did you have anything? It sounded like you had some stuff to say about this hull.
I mean, it's I really haven't done anything to my base in months because I just don't care that much. But I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I've seen some different uses of it so far. But at the same time, there's a couple of things that when the Breacher came out, I think Saltwater said something that was like of the set of this tier that was the most powerful. And a lot of people are freaking out because the range is on this one. And from a couple of test hits that I've gotten so far, unless they're coming in to like really flatten you and have a full fleet, I've not had too much of an issue with them. I mean, we have some really light but good explosive armors for turrets and the OP and stuff, and we have the what is it, the elite countermeasure turret. That thing does really well still. I mean, like I said, I've never taken mine out. I can't shoot down the bigger mortar.
Clarify something right there. Does this? We've heard that the built-in mortar can't be countered. Is that true?
I've not seen it get shot down yet.
Okay. I mean, because that's what we've been told continuously that's because of it has the same name as the hard whatever as the mortar, so it can't be countered. But the rest of them, the
Yeah,
mortar,
I found those builds.
with it
Sorry.
can be countered to a certain extent. They have high flak evasion or anti-mortar evasion
Right.
numbers, but and sometimes they're switched as far as what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah.
Which and no one's really kind of explained the whole. Yeah, you got flak evasion. That's great if you have an accuracy based countermeasure, but the elite is a splash based one.
I think we explained it. I explained it on the Wednesday show.
Did we?
There? Yeah. As far as I can explain it again. As far as a splash based, countermeasure, which I think the ECM elite countermeasure is the only one, it doesn't act like other splash based weapons. Generally splash based weapons will damage or impact everything within the splash radius, regardless of evade, which I know is a little controversial, but it's not like a huge thing. But with the elite countermeasure, with that splash is not killing everything within that range or doing damage or whatever. It has 100% accuracy, so it will act to tag a missile, which can be tagged and not fired on again. So it's great for doing taking this like a shotgun approach to a huge amount of missiles coming in because it's going to impact all of them within that splash range, but it's not going to kill them all. The flak anti-mortar evade, or whatever they call it, flak evasion, is going to have its impact because it only has 100% accuracy. And there's multiple specials that are out there with generic accuracy. You can actually get your generic accuracy on Elite
Those don't work.
up to 90.
They don't work.
But yes, but they don't work. It'll show you that. But they don't.
Awesome story. Cool story, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. But yeah, but they don't actually, they're not actually functioning that way, because that would be a great idea. I've been pushing them for just delete it out of the blueprint or make it work. I mean,
yeah, I've been pushing for that for forever.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I've been pushing for that forever. It's like one of my pet peeves with the turret stuff.
Yeah, because if they made it work, it's OP. So they should just delete it from the blueprint so people don't, like they did with the scatterguns and criticals. Just like no longer part of the blueprint. It's just gone. So you don't, somebody's sitting there playing with their base and like, oh, this will be cool and this will be cool. And they do all this stuff and it just doesn't work. Just removing it as something to tempt players, I think would be a good move personally.
Yeah, I flipped my shit about that, the scatter. I mean, I think I did that on the show actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did that Wednesday. Actually, I seen it.
I have
that was months and months ago. That was when I was using the crew and I was like, damn thing doesn't get a critical.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, but he tested it in a whole different level. Hey, I have those pics if you want. I have two for the Cannoneer. I have. Yeah, you want me to ready? I'll start screen sharing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll put you on present, and you can screen share them for Moons and anybody else that wants to take a look at them. These are theoretical, though, right?
Yeah, well, these are things. No, I made these. Oh, I set them up for somebody in my group.
Whoa.
Yeah, get over yourself. It's my desktop. I like it. Here you go. Here's one.
No, go back to the previous picture.
I will when I switch pictures.
Oh man.
So there's one.
Okay.
That's just like your basic shit.
All right, let me take a photo of this.
Well, it's gonna be on the show. You can always rewind it or fast forward, but you can take a photo. Tell me when you're done taking a photo.
All right, I took it.
Okay, now, and then here's fucking number 2. This one is fucking a little bit more decked out, and you should have some of this shit. You might not have the Z cannons, but you're gonna maybe you put 1 Devastator, 1 pack, and then 2 regular packs.
Does do these actually come into range when you use them? Because I think
it's actually a better range. The range on these is 100%. On the ERADs, it's only 90 or 95. They actually have better range.
No, I'm talking about the Siege Cannon Zs.
No, they won't. They're only there for speed. They're only there for speed. They only weigh like 14 tons, 14 or 16 tons.
That I'm making.
Yeah. It's just for speed. Just for speed. Yeah, sorry, just for speed.
Okay. Then I would recommend using the D35S. It's only 12 tons. It goes on instantly.
Yeah, that's the other one. But this one I like because it's blue.
Is this for doing the 40s?
Yeah, he wouldn't build for his Cannoneers or Ironclads, and I'm like, I got some hidden somewhere I made months ago, so this is just for him and anybody else that needs it. You can do the campaign, get them for free. You could build 70s instantly for free from the campaign.
Yeah,
have you run? Has anyone run these things in the 40s yet?
No, I rode them like last raid, but the damage is cranked up. It's probably a lot better this time. But I'm gonna take this off. You got the picture now, right? I'm gonna unscreen
both of them.
All right, there you go, guys. Here's the last glimpse, and then I'm what's it called? Taking off screen share. I'll wait till it changes. I'm watching. There you go. All right. She's so pretty. All right.
But I was trying to make my group leader mad because he said, "Oh, you cheating over there because I live with them," pretty much.
Well, whatever. Well, it's there if you need it, and there's
Yeah.
ways you could fine tune it. You could probably even fit on a couple folded ferrites on one of them if you wanted to. But I mean, the first one's like pretty much basic. You should have all that shit. And then the second one is if you also have the Devastator cannon, you could use one of those.
Yeah,
Things.
I have those.
Let's crank out some fucking damage.
But how about if you don't have the charged armor? What would you replace it with?
That's the baby charge. Just use like D1 C's and like D2 R's, like do like 2 and 2, and then call it a day. But you don't have that baby charge. That thing's only like 300,000 in FM.
I'm just saying if you didn't though.
Oh, if you did, yeah. Just use your real lightweight armors for 2 ballistic, 2 radioactive, just for the bonuses, the lightest ones.
So pretty much like a D-Tech armor D5R.
No, man. D2R. You want the lowest one, not the heaviest one. You want it for a fast build time.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that type of thing right there.
Yeah, the lowest one, like a number 1 or a number 2, not a 5.
All right, I was just asking.
Yeah, because some of the older ones, the C's, I don't think the R's. With the C's, you got basically the same bonuses with the little ones as the big ones. But the R's, as they advance in the game, you get less.
Yeah.
Every level increases. But I would still, for build time, repair time, whatever. I haven't hit a 40. It all sounds sort of speculative as far as how well this works. But it seems like a decent idea. But yeah.
I mean, it's for people that are in that situation like you. Like you have it and you don't know what to do. Well, go with that. Try that out. That'll be better than probably what you're going to come up with. And you might be okay. Put a crew on and maybe a little bit of repairs and have fun.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do because right now my leader's like only having ironclades attacking stuff because I got the skirmish and he didn't get it because I have the fire carriers and he doesn't.
Yeah, that's
cool. For shits and giggles, I just ran my ironclads through a set of 40s, and these things haven't been touched in God knows how long. Years. I just SOS'd, so I don't know what the hell just happened. I'm trying to get back in the game.
Oh, it freezes like half the time. Like when I try to play it.
The 41 was 12 minutes of damage.
So we're going a bit quiet. We're hitting bases at the moment. We got attacked by an alliance, so we're like counter-attacking.
So, are you going to try the? Do you still have Cannoneers, George? They're very different builds.
I don't know, man, because I got it. Just took forever to get into the damn storage to find these damn things, and I still can't get back in the damn game now.
No, I was just wondering if ironclads, because ironclads are much more defensive, slow haul. The Cannoneers are,
and they got I don't think Cannoneers would be viable just because when I'm seeing what I saw so far in that 41, the Cannoneers are not. They were complete glass cannons. I don't think you want to even touch those things. Honestly.
So pretty much build like the same thing but with the ironclad.
Well, I think he posted up. I think he showed ironclads, didn't he?
No, he was posting up Cannoneers.
Cannoneer builds. I mean, unless you can outrange that thrower, I don't know that you want to use Cannoneers.
The answer is no on the ironclad. You want the that cannon with the M, Monsieur or whatever, because ironclads run awesome with splash, and you want splash specials. That's what ironclads are so awesome. The splash is amazing.
Mausers, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Use those.
Ironclads run awesome because of the stacks that they get.
Yeah.
Let's see. So for the set, it was 19
I would still
minutes.
build those Cannoneers for free. Those Cannoneers are going to be free. So just build them for the hell of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm repairing what my one of them I built for like a little test run. So I was just trying to figure out from you guys because you guys have a lot more experience than I do in it. So
yeah, and they have an aura bonus for the fleet. So if you have all 5, you're gonna get stacks of bonuses. Sorry, go George.
These old ass ironclads just did the 40 set for 19 minutes and 9 seconds of damage total for the set. And most of that came out of the 41. The 43 apparently just took a couple of minutes of damage. That's weird. And I think all of them still have. Let me bring it back here into base. Let's see what the hell's going on. I think all of them have Mouses except one of them has 3. One of my refit to auto. What was it? Auto and drac bases or something with it. I don't remember what the hell I was doing. It was just built to piss off Kixeye, essentially.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what the hell's on it. I gotta go. I'm waiting for it to get back in the base. I can tell you what I got on it.
For what, the Ironclad or?
The Ironclad, yeah.
Yeah. Because my alliance leader just has like the 50 one, like not the newest cannons for the Buccaneers or anything like that. Just the regular measure all cannon. That's all he has on it. The tier 5.
Yeah, that's the best gun for that ship.
So these right here, one of them has the phased whatever the hell cannon it was. The other, all of them, the rest of them all have Mouses. There's one charged Synthenite C armor, and the rest of them are all just regular D1C armors. Let's see, speed system 6.
I'm actually going to start building the one that he showed me on one of them.
Let's see, speed system 6, high velocity rounds, garrison battery, CL3, and nuclear accelerator. That's what's on these. 19 minutes on auto.
Really?
19 minutes on auto. 19 minutes, 10 seconds.
That's cool.
Like I said, I don't know that you want to. From what I was seeing in the target, I don't know that the Cannoneers are going to outrange, because that was the thing with the Cannoneers. They were.
I built them. I'm gonna turn my mic off. I'll go auto it. I'm built them already, so I'll go try it out and let you know in a second.
Yeah, because
the
reason why they were viable. The reason why they were viable in targets is because they could outrange everything. If they can't outrange the turrets in this, then they're just not gonna. They're not gonna perform.
Battery 1. It looks like it. Yeah, I have enough to build the siege. The one of them he showed me. The first one he showed me, I could build that one, but I just need more resources of metal, and I'll be good to build it.
Okay.
So I might just do that right now. Try to collect some metal resources while I'm at
I'm
it.
gonna look and see if you got any gift chests.
No, I got none.
Anybody's okay.
But I got 47 minutes before my thing back repaired. The first one I made.
How do you have Cannoneer tokens but not
612 gift chests? But yeah.
Yeah. How do you have Cannoneer tokens but not Ironclad tokens?
I don't know. It's kind of annoying.
That's weird.
Go do the campaign. The Cannonballer has like 90 days of 1-day tokens for Cannoneer in it. So go do that. Use Icebreakers or Dragons. It's easy. You can auto it.
That's what I've been doing. Honestly, I'm just repairing my stuff right now. That's all.
Okay. Well, let me let's do a recap. I know we've skipped it back to PvE. Try to do like a PvP recap. George has talked about, as far as splash reduction, explosive armor plates, things like that to limit the damage that the long range mortar can do. Because I think if you spread out your base in order to make everything unsnipeable, you're going to make your channel shorter, and you're going to make yourself more vulnerable to blitzing with players that just have straight up breachers.
See now that.
I mean, I was going to have one more point to it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But also, don't leave your most people's center bases are aimed at their channel. Leaving their rear end of their center island vulnerable, because the mid-level turrets will do damage to the breacher, because the breacher doesn't have the deflections that the Basilisk doesn't have the deflection that the breacher has. So you're going to do some damage to the breacher with mid-level, the 191 range turrets. So just make sure that you're not concentrating everything up front. Provide some stuff in the back that's supported with fire supports or whatever else is necessary to make them good, and create a more a rounder bubble around your base as far as your turret coverage, to keep them from being able to go in there and do this stuff for free. So that was my last point. What were we gonna say, George?
Just that I've seen some really interesting base designs that have come up already, and I mean, granted, these are like players that are at the top end of base hitting and stuff. So there are some base designs that are like, I don't know, I just don't like the direction this kind of forces everything to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I've had to shorten my channel.
Melting down everything, melting down all their turrets for their bubble pad, or is it
no, it's just they're changing it like completely to the point where there's like there's like a little itty bitty island and then there's nothing else, and I don't know, there's just some weird shit that's going on right now.
Okay.
And it's just like there's no, I mean, it kind of just, it seems like they've taken out a whole lot of the game, whereas before, I mean, we've said this before, I mean, it it used to be very heavily if you played the desktop defense, right, you could see where the thought processes came for battle pirates, and that's just gone completely now.
Hey,
there's
guys.
no planning your turrets to do the damage, and I don't know.
Guys.
Yeah, to shoot down the flying ones at the same time you're shooting down the speedy ones, or the ones that split up into a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
What's that?
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Raid's been extended 1 day.
Why for?
In response to community feedback about wanting additional time during the weekend, we're extending the raid by 1 day. Enjoy the extra time.
Yay.
Wow. Huh.
So,
how's that going to impact my FM?
Too bad Dr. Death's not here. He left. or so they'll force those top 10 people that are trying to get the pink skin to coin blitz even more. I mean, that's the other side of it. It gives them another day to jostle and joust with each other as far as maintaining their place in the top 10. I don't know. It seems odd because there was no big mechanical issues with this raid or whatnot, or they just see that some people are lagging behind or whatnot. I don't know, but I in a small way I feel like that has to play in because they're getting good response as far as the pink hall people. But I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I just wanted to say was about it being extended.
No. It's great that you brought that up. Yeah, that's it's very useful to a lot of people. I mean, personally, I didn't really do too much the first day, and I was, yeah, I haven't done too much because now we have like 2 shows that run. The time I would play. Now I got 2 shows, getting ready for them and doing them that I would normally be playing. So it's good for me. So yeah, no, I'm happy about it. I'm just thinking, that there's got to be what is the total going to be on the leaderboard?
There's some alternative motive.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I like it personally. Me, it works positively for it, but I think the people that are jockeying probably wish it was done yesterday. So, but we were talking about the PvP, the breacher, and whatnot. Is there any other takeaways that anybody, me and George have spoken on it. Anybody else have anything else they'd like to discuss as far as thoughts on this haul or defenses against it or uses for it? Okay. Wayne, you just joined. Is there anything that you'd like to add? Because I'm probably going to wind things up in a bit. Okay. All right. Does anybody have anything?
Wait, keep talking because I just got in the game. I'm gonna try a 41 and a 43 with the Cannoneers. They're already built, and then I'll tell you what the response is.
Okay. Should I talk about the pork belly MCVing?
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about. Just give me like 5-10 minutes.
I don't know. Does anybody have much else? While High Lord is testing out his build.
I don't know why they didn't put in co-op to help other Alliance members to get their bases built for this raid again.
Well, you can always you always have the option to prep something down to pretty much nothing as long as somebody has one of the hulls available.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's generally that prep option. You know what I mean? So even though we don't technically have a co-op, you can normally take a target down to where someone can go in with one ship and finish it off. You know?
Yeah. I just don't understand why they didn't give us enough time or let us know about it beforehand about this raid.
Well, we knew the last raid, and then there was no co-op. So I mean, it's just there's not a co-op in this one.
Not the co-op part. I'm just talking about to prep your ships and everything for the raid.
Oh, this is the same raid as last raid. What do you mean? It's the same. We're in a 3-month siege cycle, so it's always going to be siege holes for this cycle.
All right.
Next month's going to be the same raid. Next month will be the same raid, same stuff.
Yep. March will be the same, and April will start Assault.
So Assault's April.
Yeah, well, next raid there'll be a new assault ship in there as a prize, so that's kind of why that one's important the most. This one's kind of like a floater, just to catch up, finish building shit, get what you can. But the next one's very important.
Yeah. Do you guys have any new information about the next one?
What do you mean?
Like different prizes or anything new content about it? Like when is it going to come out? Or
oh my God.
Well,
I'm going to turn my mic off for a second.
We're going to see what next one's going to be Assault, I would assume. It's going to be the next Assault haul. Whether we're going to get 2 at one time, we're going to get the good one and the bad one, we're going to have 1 or 2. I think all that anybody pretty much knows is it's going to be the prize for the next raid is going to be an Assault haul. Unless anybody else has any, information I don't have.
No, that's an impossible question. I don't mean to be a goofball, but we're in this raid right now. We didn't find out these prizes till like a day before. There's no way in hell we know what's next raid. Just to be clear.
But we know the next one's going to be Assault.
Yeah, we know what's going to be in it. Assault. We have no idea what it is, what it does, whatever. We don't know any of that.
So next raid we'll have 2 assault halls that we'll get, and then the day after the raid of TLC will come out with the 3rd one.
I've got to laugh. Some dumbass just drove his guard fleet straight into my attacking fleet. I just wiped his guard fleet out. Quick repair back in again. You know what I mean? What an idiot. Oh dear. I hadn't even got to 25% yet. He drove his guard fleet at me, and I could just prep that. Thank you. Yeah. Well done, mate.
That's funny, man.
Okay.
I just did a 43.
High Lord.
I'm only doing the 43, so I just did it. It's just finishing now. It doesn't look like much. I'll check the time. I'll throw it in the dock. I'll share my screen again. You'll see my exact build. It's a little bit. It's like with all the newer shit. There's some folded ferrite on there, But you don't need that. But I'll let you know in a second.
Okay. All right.
I would just go with the first one I built, but if you don't have that baby charged armor, you need to get that, man. But
Yeah.
How is that available? Do you know?
it's in the FM. It's in tier 4, I think, for like 300,000.
Okay.
Okay, now I know what to use.
So it's 10-minute damage. So I'm gonna go dock it and show you my build for a 43, 10-minute damage with a fearless blitzer crew on. You don't even need that. If you put a steelhead on that,
see,
you
that
try to
was
be even less.
that was 4 minutes. That target was 4 minutes of damage on the ironclads with no crew at all.
Yeah, because they have a lot of
build.
splash. They have a lot of splash.
It's the splash has nothing to do with it. The turrets
But this
aren't
is
close enough
this is a free fleet. That's true. But this is a free fleet. He could build with the campaign instantly and use that to help get points. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, that's what my question was.
That's the difference between using the ironclads and the cannoneers is the plethora of tokens that they're giving for the cannoneer.
Yeah, I'm just building up resources while I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm almost in there. I'm gonna just pop open my dock and open up my hole and then share my screen one last time, and then we're good to go. So you could use any of this one or any of the other two that I posted, and I'm sure you'll be fine. 10 minutes on auto? Come on. For 43?
That's like, I don't know, 5 minutes on good driving.
Just go on your dock and it's free instant repair. You just split the fleet up and repair one ship at a time. Instant.
Get back out there.
Yep.
Man, how far did you have to go to get a 40?
No, it's the goddamn, I don't know. It's the game. Like George said, the loading is just really lagged out right now for some reason.
Yeah, it does that like half the time. Like I'm having a hard time just loading in my fleet to from loading the cargo.
Come on.
That's one thing Kixeye needs a fix.
Well, hopefully if they ever finish this HTML5, that'll help that. This is just an old system.
Yeah, they reckon it won't until the end of the year, though. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's been an hour and a half. Half 8, guys. I'm gonna pop off.
All right, George. Have a good one,
y'all
bud.
have a good time with the raid and stuff. Just keep an eye on the shit that's going on. You know, I don't know. Yeah. I'm hoping that everything else fixes it. And if anyone's doing the 106 for some reason, it seems like if you do 3 or 4, park 1 or 2 hulls in the top there and let it go after you stack off to the right there, it seems to work a little bit better in terms of the auto pathing and stuff. So, FYI, I might want to try it. So, y'all have a good night.
All right, George, have a good one, bud. I got my screen. I'm going to share it real quick. This is the one I'm using right now. 5 of these, you can build them instantly. And this is, oh shit, I closed the wrong screen.
Yeah.
That right there. And those R guns are just on there for the +3 ballistic defense. You don't even need those. But that's just what I'm using because I have all these things to use. But you could use any of those 3 that I posted. 10 minutes damage and a 43. I guess the 41's even better. And then just go to your dock repair instantly, right back out. Build 5 of them for free. Build 10 of them if you can. You have 90 days of tokens. If you can do expert build, it'll cut that shit in half. You can build a whole fleet. Just start autoing shit like mad for free. All right, I'm gonna done. Stop. You can see it now, right? I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, I already got a photo of it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody. Anybody have any parting words? Because I'm gonna end the show.
No, good luck, everybody, and hopefully these little tips and tricks we've given you can help you get some points that maybe you didn't think were possible.
Yeah.
You know, maybe get those tokens right away and do a little bit of refit. I know it sucks to buy them, but you make your fleet better right now, during, and then you're only going to get more points. You're going to make those points back, get plus more.
Yep. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck.
All right. Later, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah, you know you love us.
On Wednesday. And we'll be talking about, hopefully we're not talking about escalation weapons associated with the current raid cycle. We're talking about something else. But yeah, we'll talk to you on Wednesday. And feel free to join the after show. And see y'all then.